Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Hi there, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together, we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob, I was checking my glutes.
Oh.
Just seeing if they were still there.
You know, they kind of look like Sam's.
Yeah, the old man glute syndrome is starting to hit me.
So we want to work on this because this is a good time of year to reassess your goals.
Right.
And you want to have a good butt?
Well, yeah,
That's
Bob. I mean, that's one of the reasons you
Yeah.
do it. You know, some people, not me, but some people. And
So ironically, you know, Brad and I have probably 10,000 videos. I mean, 5,000,
Yeah.
maybe 3,000. But anyway, so someone on the news station comes on and starts using loop bands like these.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife watches this and she wants to know, how can I do these?
yeah,
You know, we got like 20 videos on this.
right.
So,
Did
anyway.
you tell her?
Yeah, I showed her. brought her some loop bands.
Oh,
and
good. Was
Yeah.
she grateful?
Yeah, she was.
Excellent. Yeah, so we want some appearance. They're great. You know, where your glute muscles are so important for your balance, your
Yes.
mobility.
They're like the engine for your lower extremity.
Exactly. And they support the hip joint. So if you're getting a little, you know, aging,
And pain.
yep, you're going to work this for so many reasons. So let's get on with it right
Yeah,
away,
let's get
Bob.
started.
There's some all these exercises, if you do all of them.
By
they're
the way, we are going to give away.
Oh,
some
we
of these
are.
Bob and Brad loop bands.
I happen to have one around my
like
legs
a
right
booty
now.
Band. So
This is not necessary. You can do these exercises without the loop band around the thighs like I
Yeah.
have it, but this is the more advanced, and they definitely make a tremendous difference if you want to, if you're ready, I should say, to grow those glutes and get them stronger.
yeah, if you're a beginner and you're just starting out, you're going to probably start with bridging.
Right.
Very simple to do. You bridge up like this, go up to about level.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the back is
Yep.
level. And you start with two legs.
And think about squeeze. You know, if you cognitively think about
Yeah.
squeezing those glute muscles together, like every therapist knows about putting the quarter
Yeah,
between
that's
the
right.
cheeks and squeeze that quarter. It really fires them in better.
And then you're going to progress to one leg.
Yep.
So you straighten one leg out and you just lift like this.
Yes. Typically, 10 reps on all these that we're doing today is a good number to
A
work
lot
for.
more difficult. And then if you want to even add some more, you could take some weight.
Make sure you do both legs on the one legger.
Yep, that's right. But then you can progress to just have the weight on your abdomen.
Right. And if you have a little 2-year-old child, you can have the child sit on your waist and really work at it. They have fun as well. It's a family event.
That's right. A little ride.
Okay, the other thing is if you take the loop band, now these loop bands are made out of material. They're not the latex ones. These are actually superior.
Really nice.
They work better because they don't roll up and cause
My
problems.
wife was impressed.
And they're not real expensive either.
Right.
So this is the last one. I'll do it this way. So you're gonna pull apart and keep that tension. That works some of those glute medians a little bit more, external rotators, and then you do the same thing, and you can do it one-legged as well and add the weight. But that makes a huge difference. I can feel these muscles on
it's
the
really
side.
gonna
They're just going
focus
to
on
town.
those muscles.
Yeah, exactly. Number 2. Standing squats. So with the band, you're going to go like this. Now you can do the squats without any band, or you add the band, it makes a tremendous difference, and you'll feel it right in these glutes right there. And you're going to squat down, and good posture. You can bring your hands up like this to maintain posture.
So the legs are having to work by pushing out.
Yeah, it's
Right.
amazing the
Now,
difference.
this is the difference in that I'm going to actually push in.
Going the
I'm gonna have the
opposite,
ball.
yeah.
Right. So I
you're gonna-
can't go as deep when my legs are together like
That's
that.
yeah. It's definitely here, Bob. There's nothing wrong with using a chair, stick, or whatever it takes.
Get a little knees over toes with this,
Yep.
Brad.
As long as your knees aren't painful when you get your knees over your toes, that's just fine.
When you can go wider like this, it's a lot easier to go
Yep.
deeper.
Boy, and that really makes a difference with the loop.
Yeah.
Okay, so the band around the leg, the band between the knees. Make sure you have good squats, good good tall posture. Next thing, now this one you do need to have some resistance with the band.
Right. There's
And
no way around it.
if it's too hard, you simply move the band up. There we go. And walk out like this. Good posture, not bent over here. So we're up like this, shoulders back. And this is quite easy. This isn't bad. If I move these down to the knees, tremendous difference in strength. And boy, are these glutes going to town now. Woo.
Now, I showed that to my wife, and she preferred the other way of grabbing onto the counter and going out like this.
Good point, Bob.
No.
Yep. And
It was just a lot easier for her.
Yep.
She liked.
Yeah, so you may start doing this way, walking
Right.
sideways, and you might want to walk by your countertop so you have balance.
Exactly.
Or use the stick or a cane or whatever you may have.
Stick. Yeah.
Okay. Last one, Bob. Should we go
Yep.
to the quadruped?
Yep.
Hands and knees.
So we're first going to start without a loop band in place, and my arm is directly underneath my shoulder, and my hip is directly in my thigh is directly under my hip.
Yep.
And so I'm going to go out and work on. Now, if you want to add, you can actually go with the arms too. You'll get a little posture training that way too. But you could start with just the leg itself
Sure.
if you want.
Yep. And right there, that glute right there is firing to get that up. I'm sorry, Bob.
appreciate
didn't wanna
that, Brad.
Smack you, but just want to make
I've
sure
been
it's
spanked.
clear.
I've been spanked since last night. No, this is a family
It's
show.
a family
man.
show.
So,
Your wife is going to
yeah.
have an issue. Yes. It's all
I was
part
a
of the
bad
family.
boy, right?
Yeah. All right.
All right, that's enough of that.
Now, also, the next step is doing the same exercise with the loop
Loops
band.
in place,
You can
and a
just
lot
keep
more
it on.
difficult that
Yeah,
way.
and when you do this one, when you have the wide band like this, that's not the latex one, that's the elastic, much better because they grip to your skin or
And
your
it
pants.
won't roll up.
Yep. And then you work it out. And again, you're going to need this closer to your knees, more resistance, and really does well. And on this one, you can to the side as well to
The
work
fire
some more
hydrant.
fibers. Oh, yeah, make sure you do both legs, 10 on each side. You can alternate them like this and starting to slide up a little bit. If I did it on my skin versus the pants, it
Sure.
would stick a little bit better. But boy,
You're
gluterama.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right, Bob, what say
All
you?
right, you're getting one step away from the flat butt.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to get rid of that flat butt syndrome because I don't want to look like.
You're 90 years old.
Yeah.
So, all right, thanks for watching.
Be
folks.
careful.